Hey everybody, it's Taki 117 back with Taki Space Program, and here we are on the pad with our what has quickly become our workhorse rocket. Um, this is our Orbiter 1 rocket, uh, destined for a 25-degree orbit at an altitude of 275 kilometers. Fueling has completed and countdown has begun. And we have good liftoff. All stages are nominal. I will see you guys in orbit. And there we are. So we have our maneuver node set up to put us in an inclined orbit. We froze there for a second, not sure why. But we've ditched our lifter stage. We've lost connection, but so the main reason I put this in an inclined orbit is so that I'm starting to get kind of a decent communication network going. I think all of my orbits are going to be at 23 degrees unless I need to launch into the plane of something. But as you can see, I have all of my satellites are connected to each other, none of them are connected to mission control. So that's, a small problem, but one we can definitely overcome. Rotating around because of this excellent flight computer that I've finally figured out how to use. I know in my last series I was having some issues with that, but I've determined that as long as I have connection and a maneuver node, I can just set the maneuver node and it will execute as appropriate. Also changed the skybox. So, now we're not in the Milky Way anymore, which was the skybox I was previously using. I wish this one had more stars, just because I feel like, galaxies have stars. That's what they do. Still don't have a connection, so I can't do any of my science. There we are. And I'll warp around until I get connection again. See the beautiful aurora. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Looks like the sun failed to load again, the solar flare. Here we are, we are connected. So I'm just going to send... Ooh, I saw something. This. Send the Geiger counter. I saw a blip. Ooh, mystery goo. Apparently I've not transmitted that before. Or I've not done that experiment before, which is weird. Okay. So yeah, everything else has been done. Pack up the RPWS. Again, I should really rotate that, but turn that off. And this is going to point radial in, because it is now a communication satellite. This does not have antennas like it shows in the vehicle assembly building. So that annoys me quite a bit. But there's that. We are going to go ahead and launch another one, except this one's going to come back, hopefully. I mean, there's nothing stopping it from coming back, so let's go do that. And here we are on the pad. This is going to be a night launch, and I think I'm only going to do, I'll do a 300 kilometer orbit. No, I'm only going to do a 100 kilometer orbit, and the reason for that is because I need this one to come back. That's the important part. It's got to come back. So anyway, there we go. We're going to start our countdown, engage our autopilot. The good news is, looks like I have a couple satellites coming around. Oh, we have a failure. We have a complete failure of our rocket. So the reason for that was I decided to disable my angle of attack limit, and it pitched up hard to try and compensate for the pitch over that it was doing, and it failed spectacularly. Aerodynamic forces took over, ripped the rocket apart. At that point I have staged to try and, there we go, save this rocket. It looks like another, there's things explode on the side of the mountain there. Fortunately, there's nobody living on those mountains, so that's also part of the reason why we go over that. Ooh, all the explosions. We do have power. We still have our science payload, so we can still actually do science over here, so this mission is not a complete waste. But I was hoping to not. Good shoot. We have a good shoot. The parts are still falling. And that piece has held on. So during our abort procedure, for lack of a better word, the side fairings were jettisoned. Let's speed this up a little bit. But that one is still stuck. That was another part colliding. Oh, there it goes. Finally decided it wanted to fall apart, fall away. Again, it's not a big deal. This part's floating down. Those look like fins falling in the water there. So yeah, this is our first failure of a rocket. Or first, aerodynamic failure. I mean, we've had mission failures, but the rockets have all performed perfectly, so no concerns there. And will we come around? Yes. No. Too far. Too far. Ah. We're gonna roll a little bit. Nope. There go our solar panels. See if I can stop this with SAS. There we go. It's fighting hard. But look, our camera is pointed at the sky. So we're going to take a picture of the sky and do all of our science that we've not done before. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Rocket failure. I'm not going to change the design because that was pilot error, not design error. That's all for this episode. I'm Taki117, and remember, it's only rocket science.